Hi, welcome back to Inside Homes. Today we have a newly MOP'd 4-room flat for you in the highly sought after Ang Mo Kio area. Now, this unit is going to be very different from the other units we've shown you because it's been renovated very extensively in a very interesting way, making it look almost like a boutique hotel. Let's go take a look at the unit now. The unit that we're showing you today has been renovated in a beautiful and modern style. It really gives the whole house this boutique hotel kind of vibe. The owner's design concept has also extends out to the door and the gate. You'll notice that they changed the gate into this beautiful industrial style metal gate, and they've changed the door into this textured rust color, which also makes it much more interesting. The gate and the door already have digital locks installed as well, so that's another additional convenience factor for you. As we head into the house, I'll be able to point out more of the interesting design choices that they've made. Let's go. The unit that we're in right now is a 4-room flat and it's 1001 square feet. Importantly, this unit is about to MOP in about a month's time, so in terms of age, this unit is about as new as it gets. This unit has also been designed in a really beautiful style that kind of feels like a boutique hotel. So you'll see like a lot of black and gold colors and a lot of very interesting visual texture. But the important thing to note is that of a unit of this size, it's important that the design concept takes into account practicality and makes use of all the space available. And the owners have really done that with a lot of very interesting and intelligent design choices. So for example, all of these wooden panels behind me, even the mirror, are actually concealing storage. So for example, in this one here, you can see that the door itself has a shoe rack already installed in it, as well as it conceals the entrance to the home shelter. So behind this, the home shelter has even more storage space. So this gives you a lot of storage options for the house, but when they are closed, they are hidden from sight, giving you that boutique hotel vibe. Now as we kind of move into the kitchen area, and we'll take a look at some of the communal spaces. As we move into the dining and kitchen area, I just want to point out some of the other design features that you'll notice in this house. One of the things is that the house has a lot of very interesting visual texture. You'll notice that the owners have replaced the original floor tile with this wood-looking tile that runs throughout the entire living area and communal spaces and really ties the whole place together. This look is also mirrored in their dining surface, as well as you can see a very interesting backsplash on the kitchen area as well as all the wood finish that you see throughout the house. You'll also notice a lot of black and gold color schemes, which also help to tie into that boutique hotel vibe. In the kitchen area, we have a microwave and oven that has been built into this storage area. Having the oven at this height means that it's very comfortable to use, and it also means that taking hot food in and out is no longer a back-breaking process. As we move on, the area also has space for a large double-door fridge, but the most interesting thing is what's hidden behind these two doors here. So hidden behind these doors is a very thoughtful alcove area which serves as additional storage and a display area as well. So over here you have a quartz surface top and plenty of space for coffee machines and other things. You have storage up here as well, which will be a great place to keep wine glasses and other things that you'll be using to entertain guests. This area also has its own cove lighting as well as power sockets already installed for your appliances. One other thing that's really nice is that the owners have used these very beautiful rose gold switches throughout the entire house, so that really ties into that black and gold aesthetic that they have going on. Below this surface area, you have space for wine storage as well as 3 drawers to store other miscellaneous items. So this is another great example of a beautiful design feature that also has a lot of practical elements built into it. As we head into the kitchen, you'll see that this space is both practical and beautiful at the same time. We have a quartz countertop that runs throughout the entire workspace, as well as storage both above and below the kitchen counter. You'll also notice this has the same beautiful wood finish that we saw in the living room earlier. In the kitchen, we have a 3-burner gas hood and hob, as well as plenty of power sockets for all your appliances in that same rose gold that we mentioned earlier. Our favorite part of the kitchen is this beautiful backsplash with this very interesting looking stone texture that really ties the kitchen back together with the rest of the house. You even have this beautiful cove lighting that makes the kitchen area itself very dynamic. As we move down the kitchen into the sink area, you also see that up here you have a nice area to dry your dishes, which transitions us very naturally into what's behind this door, which is your service yard. So every home needs a service yard, and this is the space where you would have your washing machine and dryer as well as dry your laundry. The nice thing about this service yard is that the owners took the effort to change the flooring in here to tie it back with the flooring in the living room that we saw earlier. So this gives the home a very consistent look. The other thing about this space is that because the door conceals the yard, it helps to keep the practical elements away from the design features of your home, bringing us back to that boutique hotel vibe. The service yard also has roller blinds installed so you can keep the sun at bay on days where it's particularly sunny. Now let's head back into the house and look at the communal areas like our dining room and living room. As we move back into the kitchen, you'll see that the kitchen very naturally spills into our dining area where we have this beautiful 6-seater dining set. So a dining set of this size you typically won't be able to fit into a 4-room flat, but here it serves as the visual focal point for the entire house. You'll also notice that the texture on the table is very much similar to the texture on the floor, so that kind of like visually ties it back together again. As well as we have this beautiful pendant light above the dining table, contrasted with the LED downlights throughout the living room. So this also ties us back to our black and gold color scheme of that boutique hotel vibe. You'll notice that because this is an open concept layout, the kitchen spills into the dining area, which very naturally spills into your living room area. So what this means is that visually the house feels very open and there's a lot of movement between all these spaces, making it awesome for social gatherings. Now let's into the living room area where I want to show you one of my favorite things about this entire house. Because this unit is on a very high floor, one of the best things about it is definitely the view. So out this window, you'll be able to see a south-facing view that looks all the way down to Singapore Flyer. Let's go take a look. So this amazing view is totally unblocked all the way down south, and you can look all the way down into Marina Bay Financial District, and you can even see the Flyer, which means that during National Day you will see fireworks from this view. You can also see that because we are at the part of Ang Mo Kio that borders Serangoon Gardens, you can also look down into the Serangoon Garden landed estate. And if you look far enough into the distance, you can even see to Malaysia. So the view is amazing. That also brings us the opportunity to talk a little bit about where we are. 455C is located along Ang Mo Kio Street 44 and is only 3 bus stops away from Ang Mo Kio MRT station and Ang Mo Kio Hub, which has tons of amenities as well as serves as a bus interchange. For drivers, we are only 3 minutes away from the CTE entrance at Ang Mo Kio Avenue 3. For parents, we are within 1 kilometer from 3 primary schools, namely Jing San Primary, Tegi Primary and Townsville Primary. Additionally, the area is very well served. We've got a hawker centre, supermarket, McDonald's and a clinic, all within walking distance. One thing about the living room area that we're in right now is that it actually doesn't have any built-in furniture. So this was a deliberate choice from the owners, which I think was very intelligent, because this means that this space can be customized again if you have different needs. Right now it serves as a TV area with a TV console and a sofa, and you've got a really nice wall-to-wall distance of about 3.2 meters. This empty space right here, the owners currently use when they have friends come over and play mahjong, but I could easily see this place being transitioned into a kids play area if you have young children, or it could even be turned into more storage. The living room area also has a ceiling fan as well as those same downlights that we mentioned earlier, so you have the option of not necessarily having to use the aircon on windy days, given that we're on a very high floor and we don't get any afternoon sun because we're south facing. As we move from the living room, we're going to head into the bedrooms next and take a look at what we have over there. As we head into the bedrooms, you will notice that the living room already has an AC installed. Here behind me we have the first common room, and an interesting thing about this house is that the owners have swapped out all their door handles for these push-pull knobs, which are quite interesting. So you can open them with just your elbow. So here we have one of the common rooms in the house. So right now this room is being used as a home office and a guest room, and you can see that there is a built-in desk already installed here. One of the really cool features in this room is this feature wall over here that the owners have built, custom built for displaying all of his collectibles, and you can see that each of these display racks also has built-in lighting already installed. The room itself has a pendant light as well as cove lighting throughout. Another thing we love about this room is that it has the same amazing view that we saw in the living room. So you have this panoramic unblocked view from every bedroom. Right now this room has a single bed on a platform right here, but if you wanted to, you could easily convert it into a queen bed because the space is big enough. Let's head into the master bedroom next. Before we head into the master bedroom, let me show you the common toilet, and you'll see that the amount of detail that the owners have put into renovating the toilet really speaks to their level of care in terms of their design. The bathroom has the same stone and wood textures that we saw in the living room and dining room, which ties again back into our original visual concept of that boutique hotel. You'll also notice that the owners have changed every fitting in here, from the mirror to the sinks to even the countertops. You can see that black and gold colour scheme come into play once again. The bathroom also has a beautiful rain shower as well as even Venetian blinds to cover the window. We also have this beautiful light box system for the lights, which keeps all the lighting in the bathroom very soft and mellow and gives it a very comfortable feel. Even the WC has been swapped out for a sleeker, more aesthetic model. Now let's head into the master bedroom and take a look.
1, 2, 3, keep it going now.
One thing to note about this layout is that the owners have opted to combine their second common room and the master bedroom together. So this is something that we commonly see being done with a lot of young starter families, because this space, they would typically want maybe a bigger master bedroom or a walk-in wardrobe, or to have their baby near them. So if this is something that you need, you can rest assured that that construction has already been done, which will save you some time and money. This area right now serves as their sleeping area, which comfortably fits a king bed, as well as end tables on both sides that are built into the wall. The end tables have power sockets already installed, as well as pendant lights hanging over each side, so that each spouse can kind of manage their own reading light situation. You already have this really beautiful cove lighting system installed into the headboard, as well as the ceiling fan and its own AC unit. You can also see that in this room, the wall-to-wall distance is enough that they can accommodate their bed as well as a wall-mounted TV. As we move into what would have been the original master bedroom, you can see that the owners have converted this into a home office, which in this day and age is pretty much a must for any house. So over here you've got a built-in desk, as well as some storage above and across here in these drawers. This space also has a huge walk-in wardrobe that has the same kind of like wood texture that for the living room, and just on how it slides, you can see the quality and the workmanship of this wardrobe. You can also see that in all the bedrooms, the owners have opted for a wood style flooring, which kind of makes the whole space feel a lot warmer and cozier and more comfortable. The bedrooms also have that same amazing view that we saw from the living room, but in fact the view from the bedrooms is even better, because from this perspective your view isn't blocked by the other blocks in this cluster. Moving on to the master bathroom, we can see the owners have put in the same amount of care and detail into this as well as the rest of the house. We can see that same stone and wood textures that we saw previously, as well as we can see that the owners have changed all of the fittings in here, from the rain shower to the WC to the sink, mixer and countertop. You can also see the same wooden Venetian blinds and cove lighting that we saw in the other bathroom, giving the bathroom a very soft and comfortable feel to it. Now, as we move back into the living room, we'll give you our closing thoughts and tell you why this is a great home for you and your family. To round out our tour today, let's cover what we've seen. So the main determinants for the value of a property are typically the following things: tenure, location, condition, and view. And this house has all of them. So in terms of condition, this house is amazingly renovated and is beautiful, as well as being very practical. So this not only saves you time but also money as well, especially in this COVID era where getting contractors and renovation takes longer than usual. The flat is also as new as it gets in terms of tenure because it's just newly MOP'd. In terms of location, we're in Ang Mo Kio, which is a very highly sought after area, and within Ang Mo Kio we're well served, being only 3 stops away from Ang Mo Kio Hub. And lastly, within this newly MOP cluster, we're on a super high floor, which gives you this amazing view, which is something you can enjoy, but also lends itself very well to resale value if you choose to exit again next time. If you've liked what you've seen today, you can give one of our realtors a call and we'll be more than happy to arrange a physical viewing for you. If you'd like to see more of our content, you can follow us on any of our socials. For Inside Homes, my name is Tim, and I've had a great time sharing my insights with you. Thank you.